Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a video demonstration of how to navigate the archives section of the Green Connections Greene County, Pennsylvania Archives project. So this overall project has a lot of different areas for research. We are going to focus today on the actual archives, which are the heart of the whole project and website. So if you begin at greenconnections.com, this is our homepage, and you can scroll down the site to see the different research areas. We are going to work in this very first one for archives and photographs, but I'll just quickly show you. If you scroll down the page, you can see some of the other areas that you can go to see lots of different kinds of records for Greene County, Pennsylvania. So we're going to go back up and go into the archives. When you click into this, you can either click the icon or the title, and it's going to open up a section devoted to this area. So the first thing you'll see here is the Enter the Archives button, and that is going to open up the actual cataloging software where you can see the images, see the documents, and interact. And we are going to go there in one moment, but I want to show you some tools that are in this section of the website that you can always come back to help you navigate the archives. We do have over 7,500 items and more constantly being added. So we want to make navigation as easy as possible. So there are some quick links right here on the main page that you can go to. I am going to also go down the sidebar and show you these options. So if we just go down the sidebar, you're going to see the collection index. This is organized by the donors or by the people who originally put their collections together that have been shared with us. So these are typically going to be organized by people's names, and that is based on the provenance of the ownership history, the donation history. But you can see beneath those collections different series, which will let you know more about the contents. And so if you know that there's someone whose collection you want to specifically see, you can navigate this way and go right to the collections. If you're not as sure who donated it or what might be available, the more commonly used indexes are going to be the subjects and the surnames. Subjects are going to be broken down by a lot of different topics. You can see here that we have geography, so you can go to each township or each community, and you can see different highlights from those areas. You can also go topically, like if you're interested in automobiles, if you want to see the Waynesburg and Washington Railroad, and you can see as you scroll down this list, lots of things for Waynesburg based on the community. There's going to be a lot of information as things are shared. You can also go to things that are just fun, like hats, to see the different hats people wore over the years in Greene County at different fashion and events and things like that. One of my favorites is pastimes, which is going to bring up sports and games and hobbies and fun stuff that our ancestors did. You can see pets, all kinds of different things here that you can click through. And so these subjects will take you to different items highlighting those areas. You can also go to the surname index, which is pretty straightforward. These are going to be organized by family names, as long as families have been identified. We certainly have people who need to be identified in pictures. We have places with people that we may not know who everybody is. But if a family has been identified, if we know who the people in the picture are, you can go by surname. Now, for both the surname and subject index, those are under construction. We are still tagging all of our 7,500 plus images and documents with these keywords so that they show up, and we are still adding to these indexes. So they are not necessarily complete, but they should be starting places. And as you click through these, it's going to take you right into the archives. Just so you know here, there is some informational stuff on the side about like how to get the high resolution downloads from the archives. how to cite your sources, which we try to make as easy as possible so that you can just copy and paste a source citation, give a shout out to the kind people who have shared their collections with us, because this is a completely free project. And then there's also an area talking about how you can share your collection. We do have a backlog, so it does take some time, but we are generally able to get new collections up pretty quickly, and we work on the backlog in between. And that's simply because over the years we have learned how to do this better and what questions to ask and how to do the scanning, so we can process new collections a little bit faster, but we are interchanging those with the backlog so we can get those older collections that have been shared up online. So I'm going to go now back to the main first tab here of the Greene Connections archives, and we're going to actually enter the archives. And so this is the cataloging software, and you can certainly do your own searches here. I recommend putting quotes around, like if you want to find a particular family, putting quotes around it and then doing your search, so that it keeps the phrase together. You can also look for things from the subject index, specifically like log cabins or a name of a school or a township. Just those quotes will help it to narrow your search because we do have so much material in here. But as you scroll down, if you want to just browse through the categories that are already organized, the added or updated section is going to typically show you things that have been added within the last 30 days or so. Some of these are coming from the backlog, some are new collections, but this is great if you visit periodically and want to see what is new. You can click on any of these items to see more about them. So you get all the detail about who shared it, how it's tagged, you get the high resolution download links, and other fun facts if we know them about the picture and what's going on. You can also just kind of enjoy a show and go through these by hitting the arrows and scrolling through the latest added items. So now if we go back, archives is going to be documents. So these may be school catalogs, family Bibles, letters, baptism certificates, blueprints, all kinds of different documents that have been shared as part of these collections. And if we continue down, we have cemetery records and maps. We are working on adding the WPA maps from the 1930s, but there are also other maps that have been shared with us directly from the cemeteries or the families that have additional information. So you can browse through these. And objects, we only have a few of these. This is not our normal part of collecting. We don't do so many objects as part of Greene Connections, but if we scan a family photo collection and they do have a unique object and would like it included with the photos or documents, then we will occasionally add objects. So we do have a space for that. Photos, of course, are the main part of our project. So you can come in here and just see thousands of photos and you can search them, browse them, see all the details, high resolution downloads. So hopefully you will find fun and interesting things for your family in there. So that is how this is laid out. I am going to go back to the website for just a moment, and you can always do that right here. You can click on the Visit Our Website button at the top of the cataloging software area. It'll take you right back to our homepage. If we go back into the archives, I just want to show you what it looks like if you do use the subject index, which you can get to from either the front or the sidebar, or the surname index, same way, either the front or the sidebar. And so if we click on that, and you come here, and if you want to see everything we have on the Adamson family, if you click that, it's going to bring up all these entries. And any of these that you want to take a closer look at, you can click on and go into to read all about them, see how to download the high resolution images, see the provenance of who shared it, what else is in the collection, and continue to explore. So that's how that area is going to look. And it works the same way for the subject index. If you go in here and you want to look at Gilmer Township churches, you can click on this and you're going to get some of the items that have been shared that you can then click on to see more about them, how to download them and interact. So that is a quick view of how this is set up and how it works. Anytime that you would like to, you can reach out to us. If you're back on the website, there's always an About Us contact button where you can see about the project and how to reach out to us. The best thing is to send us an email, and we have that here. We'd love to hear from you if you recognize people in pictures, if you have details you can add. This is a community project and has been successful because of so many people sharing and participating. So that is just a quick overview. Please reach out if you have questions, and we really hope that you will find your family in these archives or find your house or your school or other places of significance. Thank you so much for participating and enjoy your research.